there was a film called White People about white people and their blindness to racism instead of a story of those hurt by it. In my documentary film class, we screened The Negro Soldier, 1944 USA, a propaganda film encouraging blacks, Negroes, to join the Army. Shortly afterwards, my old white male professor looks directly at me, the brownest pupil in a room of blank eyes, and says, "Well, how did you feel about it?" Meanwhile, I'm just trying to remember the kind of zoom lens I would need to see the microaggressions. My progressive, white, female professor shares with us her research on Thomas Edison. Edison, who invented the light bulb. Edison, who invented the kinetoscope. Edison, who would film everyday life occurrences like lynchings. You see, a hanging is just rope, neck, dead, but a lynching is an event. People put on their best, gather their families, grab a snack. This is the earliest form of cinema in the good old US of A. Be sure to set up the camera, calculate the proper depth of field framed fruit, never mind the blood on the leaves or the lens, just get an extreme close-up of a black body's last breath. My internship produced a film about the old Brooklyn they gentrify, as if to say, wow, would you look at that? How a withering black body will always be a spectacle. A body lying dead in the street will always be tonight's feature. And isn't that what documentary film is? When last year there was a film called White People about white people and their blindness to racism instead of a story of those hurt by it. This is how you show but do not tell. People these days are not outraged over black death. You are outraged over the number of videos you saw. And doesn't that make me just as much a criminal? I do the pointing and shooting. I say, how does that make you feel? And start shooting in the same breath, uncovering unknown truths. Truths very well known to the people on camera, but it is never about them. This is how you entertain an entire audience and make every last one of them believe they did something good today, whether they drew the rope or not.
We annihilated the world before your very ears and utterly destroyed them.